All right, this class is live stream recording, and so we can add it for review. I'm preparing to share my screen. I hope y'all have had an amazing evening tonight. I'm gonna pick up at we're gonna start with skincare. We're gonna go over some facial massage, and then we'll go into Cosmo, or then we'll go into some lashes, and then go into Cosmo. So right now, I only see my skincare people on, and we're gonna go from there. All right. This study guide I will drop. I think I'm gonna email it too, just to make sure everybody got it. But this study guide will be dropped in um, the Facebook group if you don't already have it. I definitely don't think you have it, but I'm just excited, um, just about being on here, and let's get ready to review some massage questions. So how this is going to go tonight, these are some review questions, and this is your opportunity to, get some items broken down. We go over the answers, ask any questions of, hey, I thought that would have been here. I thought this would have been that. And make sure everybody put their name in the chat because it's the roll call. Put your name in the chat. And basically, I signed everybody in. I see everybody. So we are now in class. And this is our Tuesday night State Board Prep, lashes, Cosmo, and aesthetics. So I want you guys to be interactive. So I definitely want you, if you are near the computer, thank you. If you're near the computer, I want you to be interactive. Okay. There's no such thing as a wrong answer. We are discovering, and we're discovering together. And let's look at number one. It says, what is true of a facial massage? And here's the thing for aesthetics, we do have massage questions on our exam, okay? And so we're only going to do maybe about 20 questions out of each discipline. But for right now, number one, and in this multiple choice, what is true of a facial massage? Is it A, it always requires the approval of a physician? B, it should not be part of treatment? C, it is a crucial key to a client satisfaction? Or D, it is a luxury which depends on the time and budget constraints of the esthetician. So what do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? What is true of a facial massage? Do you think, because it's part of the facial, what do y'all think? You can put it in the chat if you want to. A, B, C, or D?
Miss D, if you don't mind, can you email this to me too? Because I'm at the park, so I don't have my notebook.
I got you. I'm going to email it to you, okay?
Okay,
Tonight
because
when
I'm
I
playing
that
on the
over.
swing right now.
Yes, ma'am, I got you. So, number one, what is true of a facial massage? It is C. It is crucial. It's a crucial key to a client satisfaction. Okay. It is a crucial key to a client satisfaction. The massage helps, is a part of their relaxation state. Okay. So now I think some of you guys are new. We've just jumped in on massage, but we've seen the facial contouring. And also just we've seen the different manipulations, and we're going to repeat those manipulations tomorrow. We're actually going to get everybody hands into doing a massage, facial massage. And so it is C, it's crucial key to a client satisfaction. Number two, what does massage directly stimulate? All right. What does massage directly stimulate? Is it A, the production of cortisol? B, circulation and metabolism? C, heart rate? Or D, muscle spasms? What does massage directly stimulate? Okay.
I think it's B.
You are absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. It is B. It stimulates the blood circulation and metabolism. All right. If you're just not coming on, thank you for coming on. Jump into the study. This first session is going to be aesthetics. We're going to do 20 questions and then we'll jump on lashes and we'll do 20 questions as well, part of our state board review tonight. Put your name in the chat and clock in on home base. Number 3, what does massage influence the flow of? Through the response of reflex receptors. A, lymph, B, adrenaline, C, cortisol, or D, perspiration. Okay. What does massage influence the flow of? And number 3, I'm going to tell you this, it's going to be A, lymph. Because through massage, even with the facial contouring, it's like lymphatic drainage. Lymph, we can tell it where to go. We can move it. We can move it around, tell it where to go. Okay. So number 3, A. Number 4, massage has many effects on the skin, but it does not A, help with oxidation, B, help with waste removal, C, decrease circulation, or D, bring nutrients to the epidermis. Number 4, massage has many effects on the skin, but it does not. So what does it not do? If it, number 2, it stimulates blood circulation and metabolism. The opposite of that would be number 4.
It's C.
Yes, it does not decrease circulation. The more you rub and touch, it's going to increase. So it does not decrease. So you're correct. Number 4 is C. Number 5, massage has been used as medicine since 1970s, 1920s, 1700s, or ancient times. Number 5, they've been using massage for a very long time, and it's ancient times. During the mummification, that was a form of massage. Tightening, okay? Heat has always been a form of massage. So 5 is B. Number 6, massage increases the production of the neurotransmitters. Blank. Is it A, cortisol and dopamine? Is it serotonin and dopamine? Is it cortisol and serotonin, or cortisol and GABA, GABA? Number 6 is going to be B. You don't have to worry about making copies because I want to make sure everybody gets a copy of this. Number 7, massage has many benefits, but it does not A, need to last long or be given deeply, B, decrease levels of stress, C, increase a client's sense of self-worth, or D, increase product absorption. Massage has many benefits, but it does not blank. Okay? It does not A, need to last long or be given deeply. All right? One touch, if you touch someone's shoulder, that is a form of massage. Heat, a form of massage. So it doesn't need to be long and you don't have to go deep for it to feel stimulated. Okay. Number 8, if European style massage is not possible during a facial, an acceptable alternative may be blank. Leaving a mask on longer, deep tissue massage, acupuncture, or waxing. Now, here's what I'm going to give the answer and explain it to you. If the massage is not available, what's an alternative? So what's a substitute? It is going to be A, leaving the mask on longer. When you leave the mask on, The mask, as it starts to dry, it tightens. Okay. As it starts to tighten and contract, that's the same thing a muscle does during massage. It will tighten and then it will start to release. And so the mask would give the same unction of doing a massage. And so leaving it on longer, allowing it to contrast and then release. So number 8 would be A. Number 9, facial massage would likely be contraindicated with a client who facial massage would likely be contraindicated with a client who has just gotten back from a motorcycle. Look, first of all, before I give you the multiple choice, let's talk about this. The word contraindicated, tells us why you should not get the service. If any service we do, all services have some type of contraindication, which means these are the what ifs. If this pops up, why this person can't get this service. This contraindication is the doubt. And whatever you're in doubt, don't. Okay? So now let's go back. Facial massage should likely be contraindicated with a client who. So meaning a client who has these things should not get a facial massage. Is it A, has just gotten back from a motorcycle trip across the country and is wind burned? Is it B, exhibiting symptoms of stress? C, has skin that does not absorb products well? Or D, has just gotten over a cold and whose face is still puffy with sinus congestion? It says facial massage would likely be contraindicated with a client who, what do y'all think? A, B, C, D. Which one of these where the client cannot get the facial massage?
Is it A?
It is absolutely A. The windburn is just as bad as a sunburn. It's going to irritate the client's skin, and we don't want to do that and cause more sensitivity to the client. So 9 is A. Good job. 10. Facial massage is contraindicated with an illness that is, okay, facial massage, contraindicated again with an illness that is A, genetic in origin, B, chronic, lasting more than 2 years, C, recent, diagnosed within the last 10 days, or D, contagious.
D.
Do not do a facial massage if the person is A, B, C, or D. What y'all think?
I said D. Oh,
D is correct.
okay, cool.
D is correct. Contagious, another word for contagious is communicable, which means it can pass from one person to another. And if I'm putting a facial massage on this person and it has an illness that is contagious, I don't want to do this person because whatever going on with that person, I can easily take it. And then I start transmitting it to other people. So 10 is D. Number 11, how should an esthetician massage the face of a client with acne? Ooh, is it A, massage should not be performed in an area that has pustular breakouts? Pustular, keyword, root word, pus. Pus is a sign of infection. Whenever there's a sign of infection, do not touch. That's the key. B, massage should not be performed at all. C, massage should only be performed with a dermatologist referral. That's a doctor professional. Or D, massage should be thoroughly performed in order to cleanse the skin. So number 11 is, what do you think? A, B, C, or D? I kind of gave you some hints.
Is it A?
It is correct, A. Whenever you saw that pus will break out, no. And anything that has pus, so that's a pimple with pus in it, we're not doing a facial massage on it, okay? Number 12, does facial massage have an effect on sebum? All right, sebum, S-E-B-U-M. Let's define this word. This is another word for oil, okay? It's another word for oil that your body produces. This oil comes from sebaceous glands, aka oil glands. Every hair you see has a bag of sebaceous glands connected to it that produces oil. Okay? Does facial massage have an effect on sebum? Does it A? Yes, it slows sebum. B? Yes, it softens sebum. C? No, it does not affect sebum. Or D? Yes, it removes sebum. Ooh. Number 12, massage. If we put product in our hands, we start to break it down. It becomes double. If that's called emulsification. If that was sebum, the more you massage something, you break something down.
Would it slow it down?
Yeah. Number 12 is
Look
going.
at me. I'm proud. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
No. Not slow, but it's soft.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So number 12 is going to be B. When we start to put product in our hands, we can put a little bit, and the more we rub it around, we break it down. Okay, we make it softer. That's number 12 is B. Number 13, under what conditions should a client receiving cancer treatments receive facial massage? Under what conditions should a client receiving cancer treatments receive facial massage? Is it A, only when it's prescribed by a physician? B, under no conditions it is very dangerous? Or C, only if the esthetician is trained in oncology? Or 4, under any conditions at all, massage can be a great benefit to cancer patients. So number 13, under what condition should a client receiving cancer treatments receive facial massage? Okay. In answering this, oncology, study of cancer, only if the esthetician is trained. That's C. 13 is C. Here's the thing. If you choose to specialize in clients who suffer from or who are recovering from or survivors of cancer, there are training institutions, advanced training places that you can go. Just like this school is going to give you your initial license. It's going to help you with your initial license. Once you are initially licensed, you can go higher and you can go to an oncology aesthetics program. All right. And that program would teach you about everything related to cancer and how to treat your clients. Okay. And probably your clientele would come from this group. Okay. It's definitely has to be a passion there, has to be something that connects you there. And then even in the city, there are Look Good, Feel Good foundations that they will bring in estheticians, cosmetologists. They will have classes and seminars with you to teach you how to treat cancer patients' hair, their skin, and their nails. If that's really something you want to do, it's always available. You can register, go through their listings, their trainings, and then they will certify you and you will go on their directory, which means cancer patients who would like to get aesthetic services or hair services, but want somebody that really understands what they're going through and what they're dealing with, they will pull you from a directory. Okay, so you have a whole nother market. It's something good to have. You choose that, hey, that's a passion. That's where I want to work. That's where I want to give back. Go through those seminars, those Look Good, Feel Good seminars, and get the training. Don't take a long time, but it's the beginning of you learning how to treat these clients. And it's always a pleasure to see them treated in a very, just like everybody else. You know, they're used to getting their hair, nails, and skin done. It's just now there's different contraindications you have to look for, whether they can get those services or not. And they're going to specifically train you in treating clients who have gone through cancer or currently going through cancer. What number are we on? We're on 14? Yes.
Yes, we're on 14.
Awesome. What condition would contraindicate, here we go, a facial massage, even if the condition was being treated and carefully looked after by a physician? 14. What condition would contraindicate a facial massage? Let's say, hey, I can't get a facial massage. Is it hypertension, cancer, diabetes, or severely sensitive skin? 14. Hypertension, cancer, diabetes, or severely sensitive skin. It did not say disease, did not say infection. It said condition. Okay. A
So
condition. Go ahead. What you say?
would it be D?
D
Or
is correct.
okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to say C, but that's mostly with their legs and feet. You can't massage certain diabetics because of the circulation.
Correct. Correct. And that would not be considered a condition either. A
Oh,
condition
okay.
would be eczema, sensitive skin, um, just dry skin. All of those would be conditions. But when you look at diabetes and cancer, those will be considered serious illnesses, and they will fall into a higher level of protection. And so we always go back to the question. You're absolutely right. Thank you for understanding that and saying that. But it says, if we were on the state board, I would read the question again. It says, what condition? There were red light for me that tells me it's something lighter. It's not something super serious like high blood pressure. It's not cancer. It's not diabetes. So what conditions would contraindicate a facial massage, which means restrict me from giving a facial massage. So condition, if I looked at these conditions, we can still service the clients. We have to just be very careful. And so severely sensitive skin. Do anyone know why we would be cautious of massaging someone who has very, very sensitive skin? Anybody just want to, what do you think? When you see sensitive skin, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, is it because you can further damage the skin?
Yes, you can further damage the skin. You can, here's the thing. Whenever you see super sensitive or severely sensitive skin, that means it's gonna tell you it's can be very, it could be red. Okay, so the skin have signs of redness, which is inflammation. Very sensitive to touch, which means the more you touch it, the more steam that's on it, it irritates the skin. So now the skin is could be itchy. It also could be very sensitive when it says severely to touch. I can't even put any heat on it. Can't nobody even touch it. The skin just is like it irritates every time someone does one move on the skin. And so think about we're touching, rubbing, going in different directions, and that's too much attention to the skin at that point. So severely sensitive skin, say even if the condition was being treated and carefully looked after by a physician. So even if they are going to the doctor and the doctor said, hey, you can continue your facial treatments, just don't do blank, blank, blank. All right. So that means if facial massage is the hands, it also means what gives a massage to the face also is steam, heat, hot steam. And so we can't keep that steamer on as well because it'll irritate the client's skin where we won't be able to touch it or finish the service. Okay, so we have to be very, very careful. So 14 is D, and we know with very sensitive skin, we have to be very careful. When we talk about the steam, hey y'all, that steam after a certain point in that facial, shut it down. the latter part of that facial after that, from mask down, you really don't need the steam. And the steam, even if I see them now doing steams for the vajacial area, if a person is super sensitive, you can overuse something. And so the steam softens, help rise, the steam brings things to the surface and allows you to cleanse, allows you to exfoliate, allows you to do the extractions. But after that, and you still have the steam on, if they are considered in the sensitive category, you're just possibly harming them than doing them any good. Okay, so they could go from being really good to too much steam. Now their skin is very sensitive, and I'm not able to complete the service of the client. Let's look at number 15. It says any esthetician may safely perform blank. Is it A, deep tissue massage, B, therapeutic massage, C, manual lymph drainage, or D, any massage area allowed by the state regulations? Okay. 15 says esthetician may safely perform A, B, C, or D.
Is it D?
It is absolutely D. And the key word, state regulations, okay? Which means whatever the state says is your scope of practice. You can only navigate in that arena. And so any massage area allowed by the state regulations, okay? 15 is D. 16, an esthetician would typically not massage a client's A, décolleté, and that's under the neck. That's that part of the chest that's under the neck. B, back, C, neck, or D, face. An esthetician would typically not massage a client's décolleté, back, neck, or face. What y'all think? Your esthetician, your scope of practice, you can do the scalp, you can do the face, the neck, the décolleté, you can do the hands and the feet. What part that you see on here that you cannot do?
So you can't do the back?
Can't do the back. That's it. Although we have back treatments that we do.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask
the back. Cannot massage the back. So your clients cannot book a back massage. You totally out of order. Okay? So what we do, if we were doing a back treatment on a client, which is, this is the season now. There's to tell your clients, hey, let's prepare. I know we've had a hot girl summer, but let's prepare now in the fall and winter for the spring to come, which means girlies should keep their toes up, keep your manicures up, keep your pedicures up, but you also keep your back treatments up, because whatever acne that may have had on the back, this is the time we get to treat it and we get to prepare them for that spring break. So it's always, something's always in season. But we cannot do back massages. That is not in our scope of practice. So we can cleanse the back like a back facial. But when we opt to say we want to relax the muscles, we have to use something like hot stones. And so we'll include hot stones into the back treatment, and we will place those stones around on the muscles, the muscle of the back in different areas, and we'll let that muscle draw that heat in, and then that muscle would tighten and start to relax. It would give the mockery of a massage. The heat is relaxing that muscle instead of you pushing and turning and twirling that muscle. Okay, so that's what we could do. We can opt for, and it's an add-on, hot stones to your back treatment. And décolleté is something you want to service. You want your clients to undress, so you do reveal the décolleté, so you can service them from shoulders top of your chest or cleavage above your breast area and neck and face. All of that is considered, you want that done as a facial. So one part does not look younger, the other part older. One part does not look lighter and the other part dark. You want all of that to look the same. So yes, do we want clients to remove their clothing when we do their treatments? We absolutely do. Okay. We want to give them a full everything of the facial treatment. So number 17, when should an esthetician consult before each service that includes facial massage? What should an esthetician consult before each service that includes a facial massage? And that is number 17. Is it A, the client's intake form, which is the consultation form? B, the client's dermatologist, you're going to call that doctor. Or C, the client's physician, same thing, doctor. Or D, the OSHA handbook on massage. Now, OSHA, y'all got to understand your terms. OSHA, don't you deal with disinfectants and all that stuff in workplace? Why do I need to call you about a massage? So number 17, we do a process of elimination. 17 is going to be A. You're going to look at that client's consultation form, aka the intake form. So when they come in, they're going to scan or fill out a form. You're going to look at that form and see what's on there that will allow you to do the service or not do the service. All right. Everybody has a consultation form or intake form when they come into the building and before they get a service. So that 17 is A. 18, the widest permissible scope of practice for an esthetician's massage services is determined by the widest permissible scope of practice. That's what you're able to do. Who determines what you can do? Is a survey of all clients, the esthetician, the state, or the spa?
The state.
The state, absolutely. It's the same question, right? Just reread or reposted another way. So the state, they get to say what you can do, what you can't do. 19, in classic Swedish massage, there are blank 5 forms of hand manipulation, 6 forms of hand manipulation, 7 forms of hand manipulation, or 8 forms of hand manipulation. Swedish massage, it is A, 5 forms of hand manipulation. So 19 is A. One thing about Tennessee, you gotta show at least 4. And let's see if we can name 5. Topomint, that's tapping. Friction, effleurage, petrissage. A 5th one would be vibration. Okay? You got to show at least 4 in your facial. Number 20, if an esthetician performs petrissage 3 times on the left of a client's neck, she should perform blank petrissage 3 times on the right of the client's neck, effleurage 5 times on the left of the client's neck, topomint immediately afterwards, or D, effleurage 6 times on the right side of the client's neck. Look at number 20, and let's do a process of elimination. You got to do that by reading the question again. And it says, if an esthetician performs petrissage 3 times on the left, you should perform blank. If you do something on one side, you also do it on what? If they did it on the left, you also need to do it on the what? The right. And so both sides get the same thing. So number 20 is going to be A. If petrissage was presented 3 times on the left, you need to also do petrissage 3 times on the right. That is number 20. All right. Let's go. This is C. Let's see. 21. And then we'll go over to lashes for a minute. The type of massage, also known as percussion, and let's finish 28. Let's just finish this page. 21. The type of massage, also known as percussion, and resembles playing a piano, is known as. Remember, I said tapping. Is it tappement, petrissage, effleurage, or vibration? What y'all think? Piano, aka typing, aka tapping. 21. What do you think it is? Is it A, B,
How
C,
you
or
say
D?
it? Taponement?
Yep, tappement. Okay, 21 is A. Yes. Let's do 20. We'll do this final page, page 4. 22. What type of massage involves a soft, continuous stroking movement? Soft, continuous stroking movement. Petrissage, effleurage, vibration of friction, and 22 is going to be B. Okay? 22 is going to be B. Okay, that is initially what you will start off with, something very soft, and it's always moving. When you're going from one step to the next, you may go to effleurage until you're able, you may go into effleurage until you're able to catch the next step. So number 22 is B. Number 23, what technique involves a rapid shaking movement that involves the esthetician's shoulders and body? Rapid shaking. Is it petrissage, vibration, friction, or tappement? I know y'all know that one. Rapid shaking movements.
Vibration.
Vibration, absolutely right. 24, the massage technique that involves an lubricating, rubbing that stimulates the circulation and glandular activity of the skin is known as 24. Is it petrissage, tappement, friction, or vibration? I'm going to call some stuff to just kind of wake up. We're looking at number 24, C, friction. 24C. 25. What technique involves kneading, squeezing, pinching, doing a whole lot of something? Is it 25A, vibrations, B, friction, C, petrissage, or D, tappement? It is C, friction. It's a little more pressure added than some of the other movements. 26. When performing a facial massage, the best technique to begin with is, it is the one I told you that we'll always revert back to because it's light and it has a continuous flow. So if I'm going to go from petrissage to tappement, I'm going to go petrissage and then bam, I'm going to go back into effleurage. Then I'm going to go to tappement. Then I'm going to go back to effleurage. In between my steps, I may go back to this one until I remember what is my next one. So number 26 is going to be effleurage. Okay? It said best technique to begin with. Start with round circular motions. No pressure, just very light, continuous round circular motions. 27. Effleurage on the face is performed with. Effleurage on the face is performed with the palm. So do you have your palm and your palm just rub it on the face? Or the cushions of the fingertips? The ends of the fingertips? Or the knuckles? All right? There's nowhere that we have talked about knuckles. So number 27 is going to be the cushions of the fingertips. Sometimes you can do process of elimination. You never heard of that. You haven't seen it in your reading. So we had talked about it. It's something maybe there just to throw you off a little bit. So 27 is B. 28 and final. The most important of the 5 movements in a classic Swedish massage is tappement, petrissage, effleurage, or vibration. The most important one. The one you probably do the most. The one you always going to revert back to. What do you think it is? You're probably going to do this the most. Okay. 28 is going to be effleurage, C. 28 is C. We'll pick up with 29 on Thursday night. So that's it for aesthetics. Let's get ready to move into our lash training. And this is Stayboard Prep 1 for lash. Oh, wow. All right. All right. I have my lash people on. Let's get ready to go into your Stayboard Prep. And we're going to go. And make sure I pull yours up. All right, so we're gonna do 20. Let's do 26. We're gonna do 26. Let's start with 1 through 20 first. All right, my estheticians, you feel free to jump in as well. This is for my lash people that's getting ready to go to test this year lash Stayboard Prep 1. Number 1, before providing eyelash services to a client, eyelash technicians must test for, is it A, diabetes, B, vision impairments, C, tonsillitis, or D, allergies? What do you guys think? You're doing an eyelash service on somebody, you need to know what they're what?
Is it D?
Yes, you need to know what they're allergic to. So number 1, D, allergies. Number 2, Lena, if I'm saying it correctly, is starting their career as an eyelash technician. Which of the following is the best step they can take to ensure their clients do not experience allergic reactions to the products and ingredients used for various lash services? So let's look at the question again. This particular person is starting their lash career. They want to make sure which is the following is the best step they can take to ensure their clients do not have any do not experience allergic reactions to products or ingredients. So is it A, must ask their clients about allergies? B, must not perform chemical services that can cause allergic reactions? C, must conduct a patch test before performing an eyelash service? Or D, must ensure that none of the products or ingredients come in contact with their client's skin? So number 2 is, let's see what we
C.
got here.
Is it C?
Number 2
A.
is, well, let's see. Let's go and see. Hold on. Because I got B. Let's check it out. Let's go to it. Y'all gave me 2 answers. It is C. Okay. It is C. The best way Lena can identify whether a client has a sensitivity or an allergic reaction is to a particular product is by performing patch tests before every service. So she'll need to test and make sure their clients are good and they have no allergic reactions by doing the patch test. So who said number C is absolutely correct. Who said letter C is absolutely correct. Number 3, why is it important that eyelash technicians have an in-depth understanding of the allergies and disorders of the eye area? It enables them to prescribe medicines to treat infections of the eye area. It allows them to protect themselves and others by minimizing the risk of spreading a contagious disease. It helps them create a lash map that can be the most flattering to a client, or it qualifies them to practice anywhere in the United States. So number 3 is, why is it important that eyelash technicians have an in-depth understanding of the allergies and disorders of the eye area? Why is it important that eyelash technicians have an in-depth understanding of the allergies and disorders of the eye? The answer is B. It allows them to protect themselves and others by minimizing the risk of spreading a contagious disease. So you gotta understand the different properties of the eye, and you gotta understand the allergies and disorders of the eye. Okay, it's gonna help you help the client. So number 3, the answer is B. Number 4, Nido has dry eyes and they find flaky material on their eyelashes after sleeping. They also experience sensitivity to light and discomfort and keep complaining that they feel as though a sharp object is lodged in their eye. In this scenario, Nido is most likely to have A, conjunctivitis, B, blurpitis, chlazodone, amadrosis. What do you think that is? Number 4, and I'm gonna go here to the
A.
explanation. You
I
think it's
think it's
A?
A. Yeah.
You think it's A? Mm. Hold on. Number 4 is B. It says the symptoms experienced by Nido indicate that they have blurpitis, an inflammation of the eyelids that is commonly caused by a Staphylococcus infection. So a staph infection. So it's like big pus staph. Okay. So it's caused by staph infection, and they can have that around their eyes. So number 4 is B. Why did you think it was A? A is pink eye.
It sounded like the pink eye. It sounded like what you go through when you got pink eye.
Yeah. What I was thinking about was that pain that they said, that sharp pain, definitely with that sensitivity. Number 5, which of the following is true of allergic conjunctivitis? And we just said that was pink eye. So which of the following is true of allergic pink eye? It is caused by chemical irritants. It is highly contagious. It is caused by Staphylococcus infection. It is most common in adults with fair skin. Number 5, pink eye could be caused by A, caused by chemical irritants. Okay. And so number 5, just going down here to get some explanation. Allergic pink eye refers to the inflammation of the conjunctiva caused by chemical irritants such as shampoos, cosmetics, or chlorine, perfume, dirt, smoke. All of that can cause pink eye. Make note of that. Number 6, Dorian is 76 years old. They have poor hygiene and their eyelashes are often dirty. Dorian is most likely to be susceptible to, okay? Ocular rosacea. Rosacea is reddening, sensitivity. Ocular rosacea, I'm sorry, that's around the eye. Contact dermatitis, okay, that's flakiness. Or Demodex infestation or trichinasis. So Dorian is 76 years old. They have poor hygiene and the eyelashes are often dirty. Dorian is most likely susceptible to what? What do y'all think? A, B, C, or D? Did somebody put something in the chat? You said C, Kayla? Y'all saying C? You are absolutely right. Demodex infestation. And y'all know when we look this up, it looks like a little lice, a little bug. It's a little skin bug on the skin. When you first said poor hygiene, so that means they're not washing their face. The eyelashes are dirty. This is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Okay, so number 6 is C. Look it up. Demodex infestation. They call these sometimes skin mites. So a person of this age probably doesn't have a caretaker. They have poor hygiene and the eyelashes are often dirty. So you're gonna probably find these little skin mites on the face. It's an infestation, so it's gonna be more than one. Okay, so number 6 is C. This is welcome to the State Board Prep. We just did 25 of aesthetics. We'll probably go back. We are on number 6 of the last State Board Prep, and we got some Cosmo coming up. So thank you for joining. Number 7. Which of the following is an inflammation of a meibomian or cyst gland that appears in the form of a red, painful bump on the eyelid? I know we all know what that is. A red, painful bump on the eyelid. Is it A, sty, B, dry eye syndrome, C, ocular herpes, or D, ectropon? What do you guys think it is? Inflammation, red, painful bump on the eyelid.
That's a sty.
You are absolutely correct. It is A. It is a sty. Okay. And at this point, you are not performing services on the client until this goes through the process. And 9 times out of 10, it goes through a process and goes down, goes away. All right. That means the skin is stretched. Inflammation is a sign of infection. So you don't want to have your hands up there. You don't want to get any additional germs. You don't want to take from it. And so, no, we are not doing anything around the eye when we have a sty present. Number 8, how does an internal hordeolum, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, differ from an external hordeolum? Okay. Number 8, is it an internal hordeolum is an inflammation of the pink eye, of that eye area, whereas external hordeolum is swelling of the eye surrounding the eye. So number 8, and I want you guys to mark number 8 is one for us to research. Number 8 for my lash people is going to be B. The answer is B. An internal hordeolum is an infection. Whenever that's a sign of infection, we're not servicing the client. In a meibomian gland that's in that same area of the sty, whereas an external hordeolum is an infection of a sweat gland or the root of an eyelash. So you're talking about the place where the hair comes out of, that follicle being infected. Okay. And so this is also a reason why you are going to add a hair to a hair and not add a hair to the skin. So you're not supposed to block that pore where that hair comes out, because sweat and oil comes out of that area. And when you block that area, now you have a swelling, a tightness, and a sensitivity that the oil and sweat that's normally produced cannot come out because the adhesive has created a blockage. This is also another reason why we don't use latex anymore, not just because people are allergic to it, because it blocks the oil, sweat, and dirt that would normally accumulate and come out. And we every morning we clean and wash away. We will block it, and it will cause swelling and sensitivity in those areas. Number 9, which of the following causes Chalcyon? Number 9, is it exposure to chemicals or irritant substances? And B, an infestation, not infection, infestation. Somebody on set up house of a microscopic mite in the eyelash follicle. That's the Demodex. C, a staph bacteria infection of a meibomian gland. That's a sty. And D, the accumulation of materials within a meibomian gland. Okay. And which of the following cause Chalcyon? And number 9 is going to be D, the accumulation of materials. Materials is going to be oil, sweat, dirt. Oil, sweat, dirt. Okay. Number 10, Amir is a 34-year-old individual with very fair skin, blonde hair, and light blue eyes. Recently, they have been experiencing dry eyes with itchiness. Let's take note of what we hear. Dry eyes with itchiness, a burning sensation, and blurred vision. They also have inflammation, that's redness, of the skin surrounding the eye, and extreme sensitivity to light. In this scenario, the symptoms experienced by Amir are most likely to be indicative of, what do you think? Let's look at everything they got going on. Dry eye with itchiness, a burning sensation, a blurred vision, inflammation of the skin around the eye. Now, an extreme sensitivity to light. Number 10 is A. You're right, Kayla B. Good job. Number 10 is A. Ocular, that's eye socket. So eye area, ocular. All right, so when it says surrounding the eye, that's ocular. Rosacea, inflammation of the skin, extreme sensitivity, okay? Inflammation gonna tell us redness, sensitivity to touch, okay? So that's ocular rosacea. That's 10. And oh my goodness, that is a sore sight. You almost feel sorry for people when you see them like that. Number 11, Maribel has a condition in their eyes that affects the proper production of tears. They experience irritation in their eyes and crusting on the eyelashes. They have eye allergies and conjunctivitis many times a year. These symptoms indicate that Maribel has contact dermatitis, dry eye syndrome, a shallow zone, or a Demodex infestation. Condition in our eyes that affects proper production of tears. When we go back and look at it, proper production, it affects the proper production of tears. They experience
Dry eye syndrome.
You are correct. Without that moisture, your eyes are going to be irritated and you're going to get crust on your eyelids. Okay. And of course, they have allergies and they get pink eye. So this is dry eye syndrome. So number 11 is B. Number 12, Avery got eyelash extensions from a professional lash technician. A few hours after getting the service, Avery feels itchiness around the eyes. Rashes develop on the eyelids, and the skin starts erupting. In this scenario, Avery is most likely to have blank. We know it's not dry eye syndrome. It's not chalazone. We just had those two. Is it a sty or is it contact dermatitis?
Contact dermatitis.
You are correct. 12 is C. Okay. Contact dermatitis. And just, you know, she got the eyelashes and then you look last. The itchiness is the around the eyes is the giveaway. And the skin starts to swell and break. All right. Swell and break. And so that's it may be swelling and it has liquid surrounding it. 13. Which of the following is true of irritant contact dermatitis? Is it a person is most likely to get irritant contact dermatitis when the tear ducts do not produce enough tears? It is a skin condition attributable to chronic inflammation of the sebaceous gland. Another word for sebaceous gland is oil glands. It is a chronic condition caused by repeated exposure to irritant substances or chemicals. Or it's a person is most likely to get irritant contact dermatitis when their epidermis, top layer of the skin, is temporarily damaged by irritant substances. So number 13, which of the following is a true irritant contact dermatitis? I'm going to go down to the answer key. I know it. I want you to have a more explanation. So we're going to go to 13 and we are pausing. 13 is going to be D. It says irritant contact dermatitis occurs when irritant substances enter the skin surface, and cause swelling, inflammation, redness, burning, and itching, thus damaging the epidermis. Okay. And so it's causing it to swell and break. So causing the skin itself to stretch and break. Okay. So it's a sign of infection. So 13 is D. Let's go back up to 14. Email is running a fever. They have redness, inflammation, and pain in the eye. Their vision is blurred and they are experiencing sensitivity to light. Email also has blisters in the eye area. They are most likely showing the symptoms of blank. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. They have redness. He has a fever. Which two are we going to eliminate? Just by reading that he has a fever, which two are we going to eliminate? We're not looking at an infection of the oil glands, and we're not looking at pink eye. So we're going to take C and D off, okay? We're going to take C and D off. Let's see, somebody's in the chat. You are absolutely correct, okay? A, email has a fever. They have redness, inflammation, and pain in the eye. Their vision is blurred. They are experiencing sensitivity to light. So it sounds like some of the other ones. He has blisters in the eye area, and they're showing symptoms of ocular herpes. Okay? Symptoms of ocular herpes. And the number one difference from some of the other things were fever. All right? So something this person will need to go to a doctor. You will not be able to service this person. They will need to be cleared from a doctor before you're able to service them. And it may even determine what they're able to receive. 15, Hera consults a dermatologist as they notice red, flaky skin in the scalp hairline, eyebrows, and sides of the nose. They tell the doctor that they have oily, scaly, stubborn dandruff, itchiness, and crusting in the area. The dermatologist is most likely to diagnose Hera with, what y'all think? Pink eye, infection of the oil glands, irritant contact dermatitis, which means she's getting contact dermatitis from a product, or seborrhea dermatitis. What do you think? 15 is what you got in the chat. Consulting a dermatologist.
Seborrheic dermatitis.
Yeah, you got it. 15 is D. You got it. All right, 16. Leland has a condition in which their lower eyelid and lash are turned downward. Lower eyelid and lash turned downward. This has led to a loss of elasticity of the eyelid tissue. So that means there's no more tightening of this area. Leland's doctor has advised him to go for a corrective surgery. Which of the following conditions is described in this scenario? Okay. 16. So we're losing the elasticity of the skin. Trichiasis, calzone, which is not going to be B because we've prescribed that as a form of condition disorder of the eyelid area. So we're not talking about the lower eyelid and lash being turned down. And when we look at D, we're not talking about an infection of the oil glands or sweat glands. So 16 is going to be C, okay? Atropine. And let's look at the correct answer on 16 for explanation. Leland's symptoms characterize atropine, a disorder of the eyelid and lash, okay? Disorder of the eyelid and lash. And y'all know that lower lashes are very popular, okay? They're very popular. And so this is something that as a lash technician, lash specialist, you should be looking at is doing an analysis of that lower lid, okay? And number 17, so 16 was C. 17, which of the following is true of the eyelid and lash disorder atropine? It causes the eyelid to fold inward. It leads to an increase in the elasticity of eyelid tissue. An increase of elasticity means the eyes are drawn tight. Letter C, it causes the loss of hair on the eyebrows and lashes on either or both sides of the face. Or D, it leads to ingrown hair on the lash line. 17, number one, I haven't heard of ingrown hair on the lash line. If hair grows out like that and it curves again, something going on, okay? So 17, which of the following is true of the eyelid and lash disorder atropine? 17 is A. It causes the eyelid to fold inward, okay? You don't want that eyelid to hit around. You want those eyelids to sit and you want the lashes to spray out. If the eyelid folds inward, that means the lashes also will fold, okay? 17 is A. 18. Who among the following had trichosis? Okay? Tanya, who has lost lashes on both sides of the face. Akira, who has ingrown hairs on their lash line. C. Pedro, who has a condition in which the eyelid leads to quick evaporation of tears. D. Tamara, who has red, swollen lids that are burning and have a gritty feeling in the eyes. Now, this is going to be what we talked about. We seldom see it, but when you see it, you need to actually say, okay, these lashes need to be trimmed. Their natural lashes need to be trimmed. And this will be pretty much the only time that you would trim some natural lashes, because this person will have a very curly hair that will spin around in a circle. When I say spin around, cause it to be coily, like beard hair. Okay. And so 18 is going to be B. Akira, who has ingrown hairs on their lash line. So trichosis is going to be ingrown hairs on the lash line. That means that hair has circled around, grown enough, and it's found a house in another pore. Okay. So when you have hair that has an eyelid that has ingrown hair, you need to get your tweezers and you need to remove that. All right. Will it probably be painful? Probably will. All right. This is why we are very careful on the lower lids that we are putting the lashes on, making sure they're not really heavy, but making sure they're light and they have a similar supportive curl. If you see a tighter curl, that possibly could be an ingrown hair on down the line. Okay. Encourage your clients that they may want to come in for a mid-service in between their fill, when they come in do their fill, just to maintain and look at the lower lid lashes, the lashes on the lower lid. 19, identify a true statement about allergic reactions. Identify a true statement. If a person does not develop an allergic reaction to a substance on first exposure, they are unlikely to develop allergy to the substance in the future. B, allergic reactions are usually seasonal. C, once a person develops an allergic reaction, it usually does not go away. And D, allergic reactions can be treated by repeated exposure to the allergen. So 19, identify a true statement about allergic reactions. And 19 is going to be C. Once a person develops an allergic reaction, it usually does not go away. So normally if you're allergic to latex, every time you come in contact with latex, you're going to have an allergic reaction, okay? 20, an allergic reaction caused by recurring exposure to a substance or a chemical is called, okay, atropine, madrosis, bleparis, or sensitization. Sensitization. An allergic reaction caused by recurring exposure. And this is a substance or chemical. You become very sensitized to this chemical, which means that sometimes people can just smell it. Sometimes if it's just around them or if it's just a little bit, they become very sensitized to it. So 20 is D. Let's look at 21. Which of the following is generally considered a symptom of irritant reaction? Itching, hives, burning, hordeolum. Okay. 21. Usually when you have an irritant reaction, you have itching, hives, burning, or hordeolum. Which one do y'all say while I look it up? This is number 21. Which one do you say? It is going to be C. Burning is generally considered a symptom of irritant reaction. So 21 is C. Okay, let's look at number 22. And we're going to go to 20. Where are we going on here? We're going to go to 26. 22. Moira is performing eyelash extensions for a client. They are about to place an iPad on the client's eye. Which of the following should Moira keep in mind when using iPads? A, always place the iPads over the client's waterline. B, use the same iPad for both eyes. C, place the iPads 1 centimeter to 2 centimeter under the lash line. Or D, iPads should never touch the inside of the client's eyes. 22 is, it is going to be D. iPads should never touch the inside of the client's eyes. 23, a symptom of allergic reaction to the tape used in lash service is redness, swelling, itching in the whole eye area, redness that is limited to the lash line, premature ripping out of the hair. 23, I am going to give it A, and then I'm going to go look and see if we have confirmation. You can put in the chat what you think. 23 is A. It says correct. The allergic reaction to the tape used in lash service area. The client may also have bumpy, itchy skin. Okay. All right. That was 23, and 23 was A. 24. As soon as I get to it. Rowenda, okay, gets eyelash extensions from a newly opened salon near their home. After the service, they notice that brushing the lashes is exceedingly difficult. A few weeks later, Rowena experiences itching and discomfort on their lash line. What has most likely gone wrong in this scenario? Is it A, the eyelash technician failed to properly isolate the lashes? The technician placed the iPads over the waterline? The technician applied the lashes too close to the skin? Or the technician used an adhesive that have cyanol alkylate? And number 24, the answer is A. And just to go back and look, it says the eyelash technician failed to properly isolate the lashes. She gets eyelash extensions, newly opened salon near home. After the service, they noticed that brushing the lashes is exceedingly difficult, which means they did not isolate the lashes properly. They probably have them clumped together. So it makes brushing them kind of hard, okay? And they experience itching and discomfort at the lash line. So they didn't isolate, and the individual lashes do not have the freedom to move around, okay? 25, which of the following is true of cyanide alkylate? It is most likely to cause allergic reactions, and if it comes in contact with the skin. It is the key ingredient in most adhesives. It is the pigment that makes the black lash glue dark. It is most likely to lead to general redness, swelling, bumping, itching skin in the entire eye area. I'm definitely going to look at this one because I have something to say about the dark lash glue. So let's look at 25 and see what we come up together. 25 is B. Okay. It is the key ingredient in most adhesives. If a person is sensitive to this ingredient, they may not be able to get eyelash extensions. So there are different types of eyelash extensions. With this particular ingredient being the key ingredient in most of them, you're probably going to have the toughest adhesive. But if someone has sensitivity to the lash adhesive and choose to go with something that seems a little lighter, um, and it's an alternative to this particular ingredient, the lashes may not last as long as they would have if you use this ingredient, a product that had this ingredient in it. So with you going to more sensitized products, please know that also lessens the amount of wear a person will have with those lashes. Even if you're choosing to go with black adhesive, it doesn't last as long as the clear adhesives, okay? Because the black adhesives will have a coloring in there, and that coloring also does not allow the longevity of those of lash wear. All right, so you will need to educate your clients on possibly having to do refills sooner than later. All right. That's 25. And then that was just a note I wanted to share for those individuals when you choose to go looking for your adhesives and going down and going lesser, that less, I don't want to say harsh, but going down may not guarantee full lash wear that you would guarantee with your original lash adhesives that have that ingredient in. And when I see acrylates, I also relate this to acrylic. All right. So we are talking about same parables, particles in nail acrylic, same particles in teeth building, teeth, porcelain teeth enhancements, things of that nature. Let's look at 26, which is our last one for tonight. We'll pick back up. Maybe I do some on Thursday if y'all jump on. It says the application of eyelash extensions too close to the skin can cause blepharitis, contact dermatitis, conjunctivitis, and ocular herpes. Ocular herpes, we know, is that fever. We know is that burning, itching around the eyes, possibly bumpy skin. We know conjunctivitis is pink eye. So it's going to be A or B. The application of eyelash extensions too close to the skin can cause. And maybe C a little bit. It's always something always can pop up. What do you guys think? Put it in the chat. 26. It's gonna be B. Okay. Contact dermatitis can result when eyelash extensions are applied too close to the skin, as the glue is meant to touch only the hair follicles, not the skin. And there's a measurement, okay, from the skin up the shaft of that hair. All right. And so we're not placing it too close because now we're going to cause contact dermatitis, which also some itching, flaking. But if it gets even closer, it'll start to irritate. So irritant contact dermatitis. So that's our lash. If you don't have the lash Stay Board Prep 1, I will place this in the group. That's what our lash people had to review today. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? Questions? Questions. Had some aesthetics people on. This was recorded, y'all, so I can definitely. Okay, this was recorded, so I can definitely make sure that I drop this in the chat if you came on later. I drop it in, and at the end of the day, let's make sure that you review the State Board Prep. Tuesdays is going to be our State Board Prep day. We didn't have Cosmo on, so maybe I do a Cosmo Prep on another day. But tonight, all aesthetics and all lashes. So immediately after we're done, maybe in the next 30 minutes, um, I do have a slight emergency. I just got a text, but all is well. And I will get this dropped over to you tonight. And we also finish at hours tonight, okay? Y'all have a blessed and amazing evening. If you need anything, you know how to contact me. Make sure you go back if you came on late and you start the video from the beginning. Y'all have a great one. Good night.